Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes.
Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the controversial Major Glow Cream and Powder Light Reflecting Highlighter Duo in the shade Honey. Baby, this thing from Patrick Ta has got everybody talking because of that. You see the cream, it's a little goopy in there. People don't like it, but I'm gonna give you guys my 2 cents. So if you want to know more, keep watching. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. I truly appreciate it. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, how you doing? So thank you so much for coming to the video and watching it. I hope that this is helpful to you, but what we really would love for you to do is hit the subscribe button. We want you to be a part of the crew, and in order for you to do that, we need you to subscribe. It's a free and easy way for you to support the channel. Also, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be first to know when I post a new video or go live. And hit the like button if you like this video. I feel like I haven't seen enough people talking about the shade Honey. People have like talked about it and like, oh, these are the 4 shades, but not reviewing it. So if you like that, like the video, so that way I know. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. So I'm already wearing the contour bronzer and blush from Patrick Ta. So the contour bronzer is She's Chiseled, so the second deepest shade. Here, I'll show it to you guys. Cover the mirror. So She's Chiseled, that is the contour I'm wearing. Also, all of these shades look lighter because of my ring light, unfortunately, so it's not like true to color. But this is She's Baked. Again, this powder is closer to this color, but a little overexposed because of the ring lights. And then that is what's on my face. So then we're gonna go put on Honey. So what I've been doing with Honey is putting the powder first and then setting with the cream, because that's Patrick said how you do it. The brush I've been using is the ELF Buffing Foundation brush. So I have this brush. What I'm going to do is purchase another one of these brushes because I love them so much. This is the Phase 3. This one is for cheeks. So I'm going to get one to do the highlighter with, because this is like the blush one and I don't want to cross-contaminate. But as you can see with this having a little red on it, it has the blush. So what I do is, well, I just put it on my face. I use the side of the brush to get the powder on there, and then we're going to put it on the high points of my cheek. But I absolutely love this highlighter. You see how gorgeous that looks? Oh my god, this is why Patrick's getting all my money. This is why he's getting all my money. It is a gorgeous highlighter. Now if you're one of those people that you're like, oh, the texture, I have an issue because it's highlighting texture, it is going to highlight texture. So if that's something that you're concerned with, you know, then this highlighter is not for you. It's not over the top glitter, but it has enough glitter in it that you can see the glitter. So and then after I do the powder, I put my finger directly in this and to warm it up, and then I take the cream, so I rub my finger on it like that, and then I put the cream right on top of the highlighter. And you see how gorgeous that looks, honey. Oh my god. So that's the side with the highlighter. This is the side without highlighter. So I'm going to wipe my finger and then start over the process on the other side. So yeah, so the cream part of this highlighter is a lot more, it's not firm, it's not a firm cream like the blush and the bronzer one is. It's very loose, and if you do use your finger to warm it up, it easily becomes goopy and doesn't look pretty any longer. That's a lot more than I was hoping for, but whatever. I feel like if this side has that much, I gotta go back over it. So now I'm doing powder, cream, powder, if you haven't noticed, because I went back. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna do powder, cream, powder on this side because I put enough highlighter. Again, finger in the pan. And I do understand people being like, it should be more firm, it's too goopy, why is the texture changing like this? Like, those are all valid critiques. Like, I totally get it. But my thing is, look how it looks on my skin. Like, it looks amazing. It lasts all day. It doesn't move. It is a more natural looking highlight. I like powder highlighters because they're easier to apply than like the liquids, but a lot of times they don't have lasting power when you have a sweaty or oily face. This also, you can like use less product or a smaller brush and be more detail oriented and specific with it and really create a beautiful kind of natural highlight. Or if you want, you can go over the top like I did, put way too much and then put a whole bunch of cream on top, and then even go back with more highlighter and have an over the top disco ball shiny look. So I really like the versatility of it, how easy it is to use. Like I said, lasting power. I'm a sweaty Betty. Anytime I leave the house in the summertime, I look like I jumped in the pool when I get to the location I'm trying to reach. Especially because if you're from New York, you know that the subways are an oven that cook us as we go to our next location. And there's AC in the car, but there's AC in the train cars, but there's no AC on the platforms. So if it's an outdoor station, then you might get a little cross breeze, but also it's 90 something degrees. So I don't know if that's even helping you or is it making it worse, because now you're in the direct line of sunlight. Depends, choose your struggle. But it looks so good. It's lasted so much. Today I'm wearing underneath all of my makeup the Secure the Sweat primer, but I've been testing this highlighter with primer, without primer, and either way it still lasts for hours. I've had no less than probably like 6 to 8 hour wear from this highlighter, and it looked exactly the same as when I applied it. Not, oh, you can still see a glimmer of highlighter, or there's still some highlighter there. Like, yes, I wore primer and I did set my face with one side, but there's a lot of highlighters that I set my face with one side and the highlighter disappears, okay? Because it's just like it can't take the test of the heat and the oil and everything that's going on in my face, and this highlighter doesn't budge anywhere. So my whole thing is that, yes, so you feel it's not the best sensory experience, that when you warm up the highlighter that it starts to get goopy. But those ones where it's like making peaks of the goop, do you see how I've been using this for ever since it came out, almost every day? I only have a little section where it is goopy like that. The people who have all these mountainous peaks and valleys inside their cream are playing in it. Like, that's not how it's gonna really be at your house when you apply your makeup. Now the shattering powders, I don't know nothing about that. I did see people who got, what's that, sugar, that first shade. A lot of people had issues with the powder shattering when they received it in the mail, because they ordered it when it was like online release only. Honey, I ordered when it was online release only, had no problems when it came. But also, like I said, sugar is the one that I've seen breaking the most from the online reviews. But so in general, this just seems to be a softer kind of powder and stuff, but it looks so good that I'm just like, I don't want you to change it trying to make it harder and then it doesn't wear as beautifully. And clearly, because it has more silver pearl reflective properties than the blushes and the contours do. You can't just same with the color and the formula. It's all not same anyway, because a lot of people have had bad things to say about his foundation, and it's in a similar packaging. So it's like, I don't know, I like it. Like I said, your finger, he showed in his social media video promoting it that he did it with his finger, so we've all just been, of course, copying him because we want to look gorgeous. And I've been using this with my finger the whole time, and I have that one little spot, but it's not mountainous of goop. And I mean, you can, here, let me take the cover off and maybe it'll show it better on the camera. So there are still like some wet spots like over here and over here, and you can definitely tell it's like a dewier, softer cream. But when I see people who are like, look at it, oh my god, and they're like finger stretching it and it's like going all over the place, I'm like, you are intentionally destroying it. It's like the people who make the iPhone drop videos and then they like, oh my god, I hit this iPhone with a hammer and it broke. Like, duh. So yes, it is softer, it is a different texture than the other products, but like I said, it looks so beautiful. Like, do you see that highlight? Other side. This side I definitely put a lot more on, but this side, in terms of more natural-esque looking, is long wearing. It still performs and wears amazingly. I haven't had any other highlighter that worked like this. The Say does go on like this, and it looks beautiful for the first 2 hours, but it's not going to give you 8-10 hours of wear. The Fenty is more of a blinding highlight, that new powder highlight that they came out with. As a matter of fact, do I have it right here? Yes. So this is the Fenty highlighter in Trophies Truffles. This is the light diffusing highlighter. So this one is more blinding and less natural looking. So you can't just make it look like natural like that. It's gonna look more glittery, more here, let me just do a swatch. So you see how that is more like, you can see the sparkle in it. I mean, it's still gorgeous in its own right, and I absolutely love this highlighter too. These are my two favorites. Like, I thought I got makeup on my shirt. These are my two favorites. Like, these two highlighters, I'm never gonna buy anybody else's highlighter ever again, cause why? But yeah, no, so I think it's a really good product. I feel like if you have been around makeup for a little bit, you remember the whole drama with the MAC lip balms and how people are like, oh, it keeps breaking, oh, it's breaking off, what is this, it's breaking. That's the same thing with this highlighter. Yeah, it's like ooh, that's not the highlighter, that's the blush. That's the only thing that all this stuff looks so similar. Let's see, can you guys guess which one's highlighter, which one's blush? Right? So you gotta open it every time. But no, you flipped it back and then you read it. Just kidding. But yeah, this is the highlighter. So for anybody that's saying like, oh, it's so horrible because it's so goopy, that's fake news. It looks nice when you apply it and it lasts all day and it's amazing. You might not like the way that it looks, and you might need to stop swiping so much into the cream part. But it is a phenomenal highlighter and I love it, and I feel like it was worth every penny. Like I said, those two highlighters are the only ones that last. Have I tried anybody else's? I'm trying to think if there's like some joke. I tried the Rare Beauty highlighter. Oh my gosh, the Rare Beauty highlighter, the undertones, that's another thing about this highlighter. Rare Beauty highlighter has like some kind of like, not a white cast, but there's like some underlying tone in it that it doesn't, the shades are not as reflective with your undertone. So it's like, it looks a little, I have the like goldish one and it looks like a little blue, and then if you got like the bronzy one, it looked a little red, and none of them are truly transparent to be able to go with every skin tone. And I feel like this one, even if you're a cool tone, warm tone, neutral tone, that you can make these work for you. So they're a lot more versatile, and a lot of highlighters aren't like that. They're just, if you're cool tone, you can get the gold one, and if you're a red tone, you gotta get the bronze one. And especially for black people, there's even less options, which is pretty much those two, okay? Because then it's gonna be a champagne and a silver, and it's like, well, those won't work for you. But even looking at Sugar Baby and the pink sugar and then baby, is that the two colors? I think the pink one will work for me. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, I'm seeing people who are around my skin tone try it on, and it just looks so versatile. And it makes sense because Patrick Ta was, well, still is a makeup artist, so he has more of that fundamental knowledge to be able to create things that are going to be more flexible. But just like these blushes, I haven't seen one video of anybody who looked absolutely atrocious in the Patrick Ta blushes. Even like that baby peach that's too light, I've been seeing people with deep and dark skin tones put it on and finesse it, and it looks good. And I'm like, it's working for everybody. Like, that's crazy. So I really love this highlighter. Definitely am glad that I went busted out gangbusters to go get it. It's my new fave, and it looks amazing. Even sometimes with certain, I have cool eyeshadow on today, Major Dimensions matte palette. So I didn't want to put the silver, I didn't want to put the highlighter under eye because it's gold, and then like the eye is supposed to be like a more ashy gray kind of tone. Well, like ashy brown, I'll say. So I didn't want to like mix tones like that, so I didn't do it. But I've been putting it in the corners of my eye, in the underneath my brow bone, on my forehead, down my nose. No issues with breakouts, slippage coming off my face. It stays in place, locked and loaded, does not move. And whether I do powder first then cream, or if I do cream first and powder, it lasts for hours and it stays in place. And like, my makeup is done like this. This is what I'm gonna do. I just get my little can of almost done on one size, hold my breath, and baby, she's not moving. My face is gonna look like this forever now, because between this and then whatever the lastingness is of in the Patrick Ta highlighter, it just stays all day. And do not tell me, oh, it's because you put the setting spray. I've been testing this product with setting spray, without setting spray, with primer, without primer. I've been using different facial moisturizers. I use the creamy one, I use the oily one, I use the gel based one, I use the cream one, just to make sure that this highlighter is going to work with I put on different types of SPF to make sure that this highlighter was going to work with no matter what combination of skin products I have, baby. And you see her? She looks gorgeous. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope this was helpful for you. I will say, out of the highlighter, bronzer, and blush, this is probably my favorite. I think it would be the highlighter, the contour, and then the blush is the third. But they're my favorite makeup products out of almost everything I'm currently using. So I really love it, and this is my new fave. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be